Well, hello, and welcome back to Idle Kingdom Defense. So today's 17 to 75, and of course, don't forget to like, don't forget to comment, don't forget to subscribe, and that's right, make sure to ring that bell. That said, we are working on B-Team. So if you remember, we're not working on B-Team, we're just going to King's Ruin with B-Team. So just so you remember, B-Team is only using 5 warriors. That's because there's not a 6th warrior who doesn't stun or have some form of crowd control. And it's very important to not have crowd control when you're farming. The reason I would normally switch to my main team here, but I don't need to, simply because B team with Marion and Christian is so strong that switching to the team is just extra overhead. Unnecessary. We might be seeing some of that when I start to push. I'm not pushing just yet. Marion has hit 20k, so the next criteria is getting the artifacts to 1200. As soon as both of those criteria are met the next day, I will start pushing. So, yep, we're getting very close to that. Well, wait, I take that back. There's one other thing. Both the Christian's artifacts need to get to 600. They are 550, so that'll be another thing that needs to get done before we start, like, pushing for real. Again, I want to make sure that we are as stacked as possible. The whole reason for being as stacked as possible is just to make sure that when we get past 24,000, we can just take 10-10. Because otherwise, if we get to 24,000 and we don't take 10-10, it's sort of a waste. I have basically increased my difficulty of King's Ruin for no reason. So because of that, I want to make sure that I am as ready and as ready as I can be. And obviously, we're having no problem in King's Ruin here. That's why I don't want to leave. If King's Ruin was formatted differently where it didn't take so long at high levels, I would have pushed a long time ago. That to me is just a fundamental flaw of King's Ruin. I mean, there are people who are like, yep, King's Ruin takes me 3.5 hours a day to do. Now, it's not a big deal because obviously you can just leave the sound on and check when the stage is done and move to the next stage. But for the, you know, the game itself, I feel like it's so excessive, I don't even want to entertain the concept of doing that. Plus, of course, I make videos, so I mean, if it was 3, I would only be recording the last stage at that point. That's honestly likely what'll happen in the future, is I will just do the first 14 stages or whatever, and we'll just do the last stage, and I might even have to speed it up if it takes too long. But we aren't there yet. That's a long way away. But as you know, I'm already thinking about the future. Very important to think about the future. But outside of that, King's Ruin is pretty straightforward. Nothing too exciting. I mean, I have had it on farm for quite a while now. I think we're up to almost 150, and this includes the accidental push of 105 levels I did. So. No surprise there at all. But, oh, the other reason I wanted to save up for so long, I can't believe I keep forgetting to bring this up, is I'm honestly planning on skipping 10 levels when we go there. That's why I have banked 1,400 ruin skips. That's actually to me, very important. All those ruin skips that we have banked are banked with a reason. I'm anticipating that we will use probably... I think using 10 a day, you lose 4. Because I'm pretty sure using 6 skips is mostly sustainable. So I'm planning on losing 4 skips a day. So, at least. But, I'm almost at 1,500 skips, so even if it was 5 a day, that's 300 days. It's almost a year before I'd have to really worry about conserving. I am hoping that within a year we'll improve Marion's damage enough that you know, it actually won't be a problem. She did today hit 48 million, believe it or not. 48 million. So pretty impressive, at least. But that's where that kind of stands. So, like I said, a lot of moving parts. A lot of moving parts. And honestly, you know, of course, the higher my artifacts get, since they don't increase in cost past like level 9 or so. I don't know when it stops increasing. You know, I should be growing even more when I get to 12. And again, once we get King's Ruin down to a reasonable time and we beat 1210, then, and only then, will we be working on a set of artifacts for Vincent. A lot of people have asked me why, like, warriors are much more popular than support characters. And a lot of people have asked me why I haven't used Thor. And I'll tell you why. Now, so the nice thing is, the very nice thing is, once I get Sophia to 20k, because Sophia is going to be the next one. I was going to put it up to a vote, and I said, nah. We'll just get Sophia to 20k. We're going to get Vincent to 10k first, but after that, we're going to get Sophia to 20k. Let's say that I get Vincent up to 20k. Well, there's nothing stopping me from also then leveling Thor. So that would be after Sophia is 20k, after Vincent is 20k. Then we would work on Thor and get Thor to 20k. And then it wouldn't matter, like I could then at that point pretty much just swap Vincent's artifacts, you know. Obviously I am assuming that by the time that we get Sophia to 20k, and we get Vincent to 20k, that by then, I will have gotten Sophia's last rune to plus 12, and Marion, and gotten all of Vincent's runes to plus 12. So if all that happens, the next person's runes I'm going to work on, it will just be Thor. So that way, because Thor is technically better at pushing, so maybe for King's Ruin, I could swap Vincent's artifacts to Thor. If they're both 20k with max runes, it doesn't matter, the artifacts become interchangeable. So that's something else I'm thinking. But again, at that point, it's kind of a totally vanity, because I would have beaten 1210. I would have conquered, I should have at that point, if I could beat 1210, should be well on my way to conquering all of Portal, and all of the Dragon. And if I really do have all of that done, then there's not much left. And that said, we have... Oh, I forgot to use my... Oh, I'm going to have to use them now. I forgot to use these on stage. I was so distracted. It didn't matter. That took 8 minutes anyways. Alright, well, good job. So, that said, once again, as always, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe to support the channel. If you have any questions, feel free to say something in the comments. I do always look forward to your questions. And as always, thank you again, and I hope you have a great day.